On the River Liffey quayside in Dublin, a stark symbol of Ireland's recession. This abandoned building was going to be the headquarters of the Anglo-Irish Bank, but they ran out of money. There's growing international scepticism about Ireland's recovery, so I've come to Dublin today to talk to some leading figures. I want to ask them what they think needs to be done to turn this country's economy around. Bill Cullen is a larger-than-life figure.
Poppy, how are you?
One of Ireland's best-known businessmen. How does he think the country can drag itself out of trouble?
Our exports are at the highest they've ever been. That's where there's work happening. There may not be as many people being employed in some of these industries, but that's where we are. That's good for the country. It's a great sign. Does anyone ever say that?
Well, he says talking up the economy is the way forward. But confidence won't be helped by the departure of Bank of Scotland Ireland. It's a Lloyds subsidiary that's pulling out of the country at the end of this year. And that threatens Ireland's hotels because the bank was their main lender. But the Hotels Federation chief told me the industry has learned from the crisis.
It's too easy to talk about the negative, and I think the negative is a very self-fulfilling capacity to it. So I think, the Irish economy is very strong.
Although officially out of recession in the first quarter of this year, Ireland has not turned the corner yet. Unemployment is nudging 14% and 60,000 have left seeking work overseas. At least 650 Irish businesses have closed this year. I'm off to see Professor Colin McCarthy. He's the government spending guru, and I'm curious to see what he thinks their top economic priorities should be.
I think there are two things that need to be done fairly quickly. First, there's a budget in December. That budget has to reinforce the fiscal stabilisation actions that have been taken to date. And secondly, we have to draw a line under the banking crisis.
But despite the pessimism, there are green shoots. Google is hiring 200 staff as it expands its headquarters in Dublin. Here, just a short distance from Google, there are further signs of regeneration, which means that when the recovery does set in, Ireland will be ready. Poppy Trowbridge, Bloomberg, Dublin.